In just a few hours, tens of thousands of Danes and Australians will gather in Denmark's capital to welcome in the new King and Queen. It's an historic moment for the Scandinavian country as well as Australia, as Princess Mary becomes the first ever Australian-born monarch. Julia Bradley is live for us at Christiansborg Palace in Copenhagen, where the proclamation will take place. Julia, what's the atmosphere there like?
Well, Hortensia, it's an incredibly chilly day here in Denmark. It's 0 degrees and people are rugged up in any way that they can. They've got their beanies on, their scarves on, puffers on, just trying to stay warm. But I can tell you it's worth the journey out here to Christiansborg Palace, because this is where the official proclamation of the new King and Queen of Denmark will take place. And this is a really significant moment. It's been half a century since we've seen a new monarch be sworn in here in Denmark, and on top of that, it's been nearly 900 years since a king or a queen in Denmark abdicated. That was the case here. Queen Margrethe, she abdicated. She announced that in her New Year's Eve speech, and it did catch a lot of Danes by surprise. They weren't expecting this because normally monarchs see their reign through up until death, so it caught a lot of people by surprise, and it means that today is going to be a really special moment for the Danes to farewell their beloved Queen Margrethe, who has served here for 52 years, but also to welcome in that new generation of royals. Now, King Frederik X, that is what he will be called once he is officially proclaimed, but also his partner, Princess Mary, she will become Queen of Denmark. And this is going to mean so much for Australians, and particularly those Australians who are here in Denmark as well. There are 3,500 of them, and many of them will be out here today at Christiansborg Palace to celebrate this milestone. We've been speaking with a royal expert who's spoken about the mark that Mary has left on Denmark.
From the very first day she arrived here, she has done everything possible to be, really a part of the royal family, but also to connect to the country. She has been working hard every day. She has been traveling around the country. She has, she has established her own foundation. So I think that's the reason why the Danes respect her so much and like her so much.
And Julia, what can we expect from the proclamation?
Well, Hortensia, it's important to keep in mind that today's ceremony is a proclamation. It's not a coronation as we're used to seeing in Great Britain, for example, with the coronation of King Charles back in May. So it is a slightly more subdued ceremony, but it is still a highly traditional one. So in the next few hours, we're going to see Queen Margrethe travel from her royal residence inside Amalienborg Palace, and then she will be transported here via carriage. We will then see the royal couple, Prince Frederik and Princess Mary, travel here as well. So Christiansborg Palace is where that proclamation will take place, but before that there'll be a Council of State meeting, and this is where Queen Margrethe will officially abdicate, and she'll be alongside the Danish Prime Minister as she does that. Then the succession will start to take place. We will see the royal couple on the balcony of Christiansborg Palace. This is where they'll officially be proclaimed the new King and Queen of Denmark. It's going to be such a special occasion. The last time that we saw Queen Margrethe take the throne back in 1972, it was a rather sombre occasion because she took on that position following the passing of her father. So today it's going to be a much more joyous occasion. As you can see behind me, the square here at Christiansborg Palace is already on its way to being filled.
Julia Bradley, thank you for the update.